Hey guys, it's Cameron Fleming with the Fleming team, and today we're going to be talking about the first 3 steps you should take before moving to Columbia, South Carolina, and purchasing a home. So, guys, I'm going to get right into it. And so, the first thing that I think you need to do before you look into moving to South Carolina and purchasing a home, especially if you're a relocation client, you want to secure employment here in the area. And if you work from home, because I know that's a trend in today's job environment, you want to make sure that your job allows you to truly work remotely. What we find is some jobs are having you work from home, but they want you to be, within arm's reach in case you need to come into the office. So that's creating a hang up for some people who work from home who think that they can work anywhere. So you want to make sure with your employer, if you work from home, that you can actually purchase a home outside the state and still remain employed. That's going to be important for you, guys. Now, the next thing that you want to do um, when buying a home here in the Columbia, South Carolina area is you're going to want to understand the market. Okay, so I think sometimes people come to the Columbia, South Carolina area, across, and they find us on Zillow, or they find one of our videos on YouTube, and they say, hey, great, Columbia, South Carolina, I live in a big city. Maybe I can come down here and steal a house. Yes, homes are going to be priced less here in Columbia, South Carolina, but the market is still going to be very robust. So there are going to be things that you're going to need to do. And one of the things that I recommend is that you watch some of our market updates that kind of help you to navigate those different types of idiosyncrasies that you're going to need to do to find a home here in the area. But yes, we are going to be priced probably lower than big cities like Atlanta or California, or places in Florida, a lot of places, even Charlotte. Yes, home prices are going to be a little less, but you are going to have to really be competitive when you're trying to purchase a home here in our area. So that's something to note. I find that people think, just because they're coming to Columbia, they're not going to have to be competitive. But no, as a matter of fact, we are the second most moved to state. I'm sorry, not state. Nope, actually, I am right. The second most moved to state is right here in South Carolina. So you have a lot of people relocating to the area and not a lot of homes. So be prepared to be competitive if you do move to this area. Now, the third thing that you're going to really want to do before you really set your sights on trying to find a home and buy a home here is you got to really try to understand the different locations and areas. Different segments of the Columbia, South Carolina area are very different. And so, like, for instance, let's say you're looking at a home in Northeast Columbia or Southeast Columbia or Lexington. One, those different areas are really far apart. And then two, another thing about those areas are they're going to be very different in what you're going to get out of those particular areas. And what I have found with working with a ton of customers is, if you haven't decided on which area you want to be in, you are really just spinning your wheels if you're trying to find a home. None of the clients that I've worked with have been able to really lock down and do what's required to purchase a home in a particular area until they've decided on that area. So some of the things you want to do when you research an area is you want to think, okay, how far is this going to be from my job? How far is it going to be from grocery stores? Do I want to be around people, or do I want to have a more rural feel? And when I say rural, hey, look, it might take you 15 to 20 minutes to get to a grocery store. All these things matter. And some of the times I feel like people just are looking on Zillow, and it's easy to move a pin from here to there and say, hey, homes are $10,000 less over there. What about these homes? But you're not thinking about all the things that are important in your life. So you really want to try to understand the area before you start looking for homes. Now, one of the things Shayna and I recommend to try to help you to understand the area is for, especially if you're relocating, you want to come down here. You want to come down here and really try to spend a few days really understanding the area before you start trying to look at homes. And I get it. Everybody wants to look at homes. It's a nice thing to do, but you're really just going to be spinning your wheels until you can really understand the area. And one of the things I'll tell you about location, this is probably the biggest thing in my experience that I recommend you not try to be pliable about, right? Like just because the homes are $10,000 less in a super rural area, that doesn't mean you're going to be happy living in that rural area if you like to be around people. So this is one of your factors in terms of purchasing a home that I think you need to really get grasp around and try to understand before you really start looking at, hey, these homes in this area fit my price point. Because you can't pick up a home and move it, and so these are some of the pitfalls that we find people face when they're trying to purchase a home here in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, I'm going to give you guys one bonus tip in terms of buying a house here in the Columbia, South Carolina area. You want to make sure that you find a great realtor lender combo, and that is really important. This is something that is, in my opinion, one of the most important aspects of purchasing a home in this very challenging environment. You want to make sure that your lender and your realtor are used to working together, because those lines of communication need to be ultra open in today's market to help you to find a home. So there's just a little bit of bonus content. If you guys want to know the lender that we typically do really well with this lender realtor combo, check out our video interviewing our preferred lender, Craig Johnson with New American Funding. I think you'll find it very valuable and get a lot of information there. Guys, if there's anything that we can do to help you, feel free to reach out to us. I'll leave our contact information down below, and if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below as well. Until next time, guys, peace.